dear Garcia. And the new album is called Paradise. We recorded it in Greenpoint. Part of it was made in a bedroom, like pretty much the entire Laura album was recorded. But this time around we got to get into a studio and work with a full band. And we recorded actually at Mexican Summer Studios, which is a very special spot right there in Greenpoint. You know, on Laura we made everything in a bedroom. It was all very like handmade, and you know, each instrument was played separately, and just through magic it sounds as if there's a full band there. It's your like straight up bedroom recording, which is beautiful. I was really happy to do that. On this record, we wanted to keep that sort of intimacy, but we also wanted to expand the sound, especially since having toured, you know, for a few years. We'd felt some magic on stage, and I felt like, you know, this album needed to have that. So we got into Mexican Summer Studios, and the room is huge, and the ceilings are very high, and it's all very warm and wooden, and we had a lot of fun just laying down, you know, some great performances, playing with the best musicians, and yeah, just Greenpoint's cool. It's a good vibe out there.
I've seen so many travelers.
Traveling is just amazing for the creative juices. It's also great for inspiration, a hotel room. Because without that, you know, the magic is harder to sort of tap. You know, whatever the muse, the song muse. So just like minimizing as many variables as possible. So I have a routine, 10 to 4, kind of get away from everything, and I just sit with my guitar staring out the window. I need a window. And that's usually when most things come out. So, I mean, most of the record was written in my boxes, you know, staring out that window. We kept the same ingredients we made Laura with. You know, I didn't want to change too many things up. So you got your Spanish guitar, you know, tight rhythm section, some electric stabs is what I like to call them, you know, to keep things a little dirty, to give it a little bite. We enjoyed a string section on this album. On the first record we were working with a cello, pretty much by itself. On this album we brought in strings at the very end and overdubbed some beautiful players, violins, and we had a string section. So that was exciting. What we did though was, I think we just had a different energy going into the album. And I think I captured a bit more of where I am now, which is a little bit more of a place of paradise. I don't know. That's cheesy, but I feel like in a good place. One, two, three, four. I was in a dark place when I wrote Laura, and life changed real quickly for me. So going into this album, I had Laura by my side, and she's my wife. And now, she wasn't when I wrote Laura, my first record. And she came back into my life, and I guess I just was coming from a place of strength when I wrote these songs and when we recorded them, and you can hear it. And so yeah, the sun was out. The sun was out. Yet, with that being said, I think it's always important to remind yourself of when it wasn't out, and that keeps things in the perspective and allows you to balance the life, which is not easy. Relationships are not easy to maintain, and this record was a nice exercise on all of that.
Some of us are blind, some of us know the answer's hard to find.
We have a song on the album called Sunnier Days that I think really captures the idea that, you know, life is hard, and but it's up to you to change it. You know, it's all in your mind. It's more of a spiritual sort of ideology that you can control how you feel, and happiness is from the inside. With that being said, this is funny, but I had the band actually imagine a suicide jingle when they recorded that song, because it was just so happy, and I wanted some sort of dark imagery or vibe to sort of act as an anchor to the song. So I had the band imagine we were actually recording a jingle for a suicide commercial, kind of like in Children of Men when the end of the world is coming. There's that ad running through the movie. That was the mindset I threw in the studio that day. But the song it's all about, it's all in your mind, and just listen to your heart, and things should work out.
The sun is out, the sky is blue, the outside's waiting there for you. And the sun is out, the sky is blue, the outside's waiting there for you. Let's start with the end. Let's stay till the end, enjoying our lives as lovers and friends.
We'd written all the songs for the album, and I felt like we needed an opening. I needed a song to connect the two records. So let's start with the end of the last album. And that was kind of what was the trigger for that song, that line.
Oh, let's start with the end. We've gone all the way round, now we're back again. Oh, let's start with the end. Let's start with the end.
And I thought it made sense to start an album like that, because I'm writing from a very personal narrative or storyline. It's my life, and I think that's the only way to do it for me, at least, so that I can do this for a while, feel good about it. So I picked up where Laura left off, and let's start with the end. Let's stay till the end, enjoying our lives as lovers and friends. And it's just sort of a way to kind of get the party going again. And party is something that was kind of maybe missing on Laura, which I feel like is all over this album. We were having fun. So the bum bum, sort of a nice way to kind of grab everyone's attention. Hello, my name is Diego Garcia. My new album is called Paradise. Look for me at Last.fm.